2 of this VFW Baseball 14U Bravo Division State Tournament. Game number 4 on tap today. Sisseton and Wagner getting set to face off each other. Sisseton, they ended up winning the first game over Winter Cologne by a score of 5-3. It was that big 5-run third inning from Sisseton that really broke things open and gave them the win. So Sisseton off on the right foot. As for Wagner, they're getting their first game in today. Sisseton is the designated home team for this match. And taking the mound right now is Aiden Chunku for Sisseton. Defensively for Sisseton, Hank Hansen in left field, Dawson Desjarlais in center, and Carter Deitch in right. From third to first, it goes Alex Stickland, Luke Nielsen, Jackson Stickland, and Dason Chunku. Behind the plate today is Rylan Anderson, as we saw him in game number 1. My apologies for the technical difficulties during game 1. And hopefully we should be back and ready to go here for game 2. Wagner is going to start things off. And to lead things off for Wagner, it's Colton Zephyr. Chunku's ready, and we're ready. The first pitch of the game. Swinging a line drive towards second base. Played on a hop by Stickland. Fires across to first. Over the head of Dason Chunku. Zephyr rounding first, heading into second, and he's going to make it easily standing up. Wagner on the first pitch being aggressive, and Zephyr reaches second on the throwing error by Jackson Stickland.
Batting is number 44, Ethan
Saw
Gable.
Sisseton get themselves in sort of an early hole like this in the first game. And that time it's Zephyr reaching on a throwing error by Jackson Stickland. So already a runner in scoring position for Wagner, and here comes Ethan Gable. First pitch misses high and outside for ball 1. Zephyr, Gable, and Jackson Woods do up in this top half of the first inning. We'll talk about the rest of the lineup in just a minute. The 1-0. Fouled straight back and out of play. Connor Gable's in the cleanup spot. Austin DeVries is the extra hitter, batting 5th. Batting 6th, Landon Ronfeld. 7th, Tyler Ronfeld. Jacob Kotab batting 8th. He's going to be on the mound today for Wagner. Cooper Slaba batting 9th for Wagner. And batting 10th is Cooper Coleman doing the catching behind the plate. 1 on, nobody out for Wagner. The 1-1 misses high, 2-1 to Gable. Ethan and Connor, the 2 Gables on the team today. The 2-1 misses low and inside. No, my apologies. That's a called strike. Just grazed the inside corner, 2-2. Chunku with a runner on second. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Ethan Gable, and that's the first LTR strikeout for
47, Jackson Woods.
Aiden Chunku. That's going to bring up Jackson Woods now for Wagner. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the first. First pitch to Woods. In there for strike 1. Sun's been peeking in and out repeatedly today. 0-1. Low and outside. That's a great pick there by Rylan Anderson. Count even at 1-1. Jackson Woods very, very solid in that third spot. The 1-1. On the inside corner for a called strike. It's 1-2. Good job for Aiden Chunku to get ahead of the count here. The 1-2. Line drive. That's going to get into right field for a base hit. Zephyr started late, rounding third, and he'll take a big turn and hold there. It's a 1-out single for Jackson Woods. There's runners at the corners.
Batting is number 5, Connor Gable.
And time called as Rylan Anderson gives the signs to Aiden Chunku. and try and calm him down a little bit. In steps Connor Gable. He's got runners at the corners, one out in the top of the first in a scoreless game. First pitch fouled back to the netting, just got a piece of it. It's 0-1.
He's working for you. He's working for you.
6 total games on tap today. This is game number 4 of 6. We'll have 4 more slated for tomorrow. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Beauty of an off-speed there, and it's 0-2. Again, Chunku doing a really good job of getting ahead in the account. This is where you got to go after him. The 0-2. Line drive into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit past the right fielder, Deitch. Into score comes Zephyr. Rounding second, heading to third is Woods. He's going to be waved home. Gable stops at second to throw home. Not in time. It's a 2-run double for Wagner, and they strike first. It's 2-0.
Batting number 23, Austin DeVries.
First pitch to Austin DeVries. Today's extra hitter misses low and outside for ball 1. Wagner, they're coming out aggressive with their first game today. Here's the next pitch, line drive, caught at shortstop by Luke Nielsen, and sliding in safely back at second is Connor Gable. That's a nice heads-up play by Nielsen. And there's 2 gone in the top of the first.
Batting number 15, Landon Ronfeld.
That's going to bring up Landon Ronfeld now for Wagner. Another runner in scoring position here for Wagner. First pitch high and inside, ball 1. Taking you around the ballpark a little bit here at DC Field. 320 to left and right field, 340 to dead center, and 356 to left and right center. Those are your deepest parts of the ballpark. That pitch misses outside. It's 2-0, so a good hitter's count to Landon Ronfeld. The 2-0. Bounces in the dirt. Good block by Rylan Anderson. Keeps an eye there on Connor Gable. Watches him back to second, and it's 3-0. So this is the first at bat where Aiden Chunku struggling with his command a little bit. Here's the 3-0. High and inside. So a 4-pitch walk to Landon Ronfeld, and runners on first and second now with 2 outs.
Number 6, Tyler Ronfeld.
First pitch to Tyler Ronfeld. Again in the dirt. Good block by Anderson. It's 1-0. And you got to think about, too, going into this game, Wagner, they haven't played a game yet. This is their first game, so you ought to think that they're well-rested and ready to go. The 1-0. High and inside again, 2-0. So another good hitter's count to Tyler Ronfeld. Got to give credit to Wagner, though. They're coming out of the gates aggressively, and they've been able to produce very, very well. The 2-0. Finds the outside corner for a called strike. It's a good bounce-back pitch there from Chunku. You're in a position now as a young pitcher to try and go after him. The 2-1. This is outside, 3-1. And it's a very tough thing, much easier said than done, because you know you have 2-run deficit as of right now, 2 runners on, but your only task is to focus on the batter here. The 3-1. Missed high. So back-to-back walks for Wagner, and all of a sudden they've loaded the bases with 2 outs.
Number 42, Jacob Kotab.
Now a big opportunity here for Jacob Kotab. Righty-lefty matchup, first pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Chunku wanting to limit the damage as much as possible. Here's the 0-1. Way outside, 1-1 the count on Kotab. Chunku now. Into the windup, the 1-1. Well outside, that's going to get to the backstop. Coming home is Gable, and the throw is not going to be in time. So Gable scores on a passed ball there. I should say on a wild pitch, and it's 3-0 Wagner. And also that prompts Ronfeld to move to third, Landon Ronfeld to move to third, Tyler Ronfeld to move to second. And now Josh Stickland heading out for a Sisseton Livestock mound visit. And you got to think right now, just trying to calm his young pitcher down. It's a three-run hole early, but the good news is for Sisseton, there's plenty of game left. And they found themselves in an early hole down in game one, and then came that 5-run third inning that propelled them to win. The 2-1 in there for strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Wagner with a 3-0 lead. The 2-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Kotab goes down for another Lake Traverse Resort strikeout. 2 of them in the inning for Chunku, and the side is retired. However, Wagner strikes for 3. We'll head to the home half of the first inning. Sisseton with some work to do early. You're listening to the 14U Bravo Division State Tournament on the B103.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Lake Traverse Resort is this area's favorite hotspot on beautiful Lake Traverse. Grab your friends and enjoy a cold beverage and a delicious meal from our full menu. Need a place to stay? LTR also has daily camping sites and cozy cabins for rent, plus a boat ramp for easy lake access. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for great specials. Don't miss out. Lake Traverse Resort, proud sponsor of high school sports.
Headed out on the road to the lake? Stop by Stilson Service in Sisseton. Fuel up with top-quality Marathon gasoline. Grab your live bait and fishing supplies. Stock the cooler with ice-cold beer. And if you need snacks, coffee, or a quick bite, they've got that too. Try your luck in the South Dakota Lottery Casino area for a shot at a win. Family-owned for 70 years. Stilson Service is proud to serve the community with fast, friendly service. Stilson Service, located on the corner of Veterans Avenue and Highway 10 in Sisseton. Gas, gear, and good times since the good old days.
And we're back. And we're back inside the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth.
Batting for Sisseton, number 22.
Sisseton getting her first chance to hit today. Luke Nielsen set to lead things off, and they're ready to face the lefty, Jacob Kotab. For Wagner, Sisseton in an early hole. They're down 3-0 in the bottom of the first, looking to make up that damage. First pitch to Nielsen, misses outside for ball 1. It'll be Nielsen, Alex Stickland, and Anderson due up in the bottom of the first. Here's the 1-0. Misses low for ball 2. Picture perfect day for baseball here in Clear Lake, South Dakota. Sun shining. It's been popping in and out periodically. Cloud cover one minute, sun another minute. The 2-0 on the outer edge for strike 1. It's 2-1. Defensively for Wagner, it's Woods, Ethan Gable, and Slaba from left to right. Swinging a ground ball to second base, fielded by Tyler Ronfeld. Fires on over to first. 1 up and 1 down for Sisseton. From third to first, it's
Batting number 3.
It is Landon Ronfeld, Zephyr, Tyler Ronfeld, and Connor Gable. And doing the catching behind the plate today is Cooper Coleman for Jacob Kotab. First pitch to Alex Stickland, misses outside for ball 1. The pitch bounces in the dirt, 2-0. Good hitters count here to Alex Stickland. Both Alex and Jackson, sons of Coach Josh Stickland. for Sisseton. The 2-0. Misses high and outside, 3-0. Good opportunity for Sisseton here. The 3-0. Missed high, ball 4. Looked to be a good spot from Kotab. But there's a one-out walk for
Batting number
Stickland.
13, Rylan Anderson.
Now here's somebody you got to watch out for, Rylan Anderson. I had a great conversation with Josh Stickland for the game. He talked to me about maturity between mainly Anderson and Hansen. Quick throw back to first. Stickland back in there safely. Hansen and Anderson, are two of the older players on this team, so they have a lot more experience than some of these younger players, but that uses them as a great driving force to propel this team forward. That pitch in there for a strike right down Broadway. It's 0-1. Ryan Anderson, you look at him out there, and you wouldn't think he's 14. Here's the 0-1 outside. That's going to get away from Coleman, and Stickland's going to go down to second base. Count evens at 1-1. Now a runner in scoring position for Sisseton. Anderson with a big opportunity here. The 1-1. High and outside again. 2-1. Kotab has a really solid arsenal there for Wagner. Trying to go after Anderson here. The 2-1. In there for strike 2 on the outer edge. Sort of a late call there from the home plate umpire. But it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the first. 3-0 Wagner on the Stilson Service scoreboard. The 2-2. In the dirt. Good block by Coleman. It's a full count. Anderson looking to be smart and protect and look for something to hit here. The break even. Swinging a ground ball to third base, fielded by Ronfelt. A couple steps to his left, fires across to first in time. Stickland on his way to third. He'll get in there safely. Throw almost a little high, but Stickland gets in there.
Batting number 7, Hank Hansen.
So the put out for Anderson, it goes 6-3, and Stickland will go to third base on a fielder's choice. Here comes Hank Hansen. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Really important here for Sisseton to try and bring that first run home. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Beauty of a pitch there from Kotab, and it's 1-1.
Ready to go, boys.
Kotab's 1-1. High and outside, 2-1. Hansen playing in left field today for Sisseton. Should he reach, Dawson Desjarlais would come up next. The 2-1. This is low and outside, and it's 3-1. Same mindset for Hansen, just wait for your pitch. The 3-1. Foul out of play, first base side, and it's 3-2. That's a good bounce back pitch there from Kotab. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Wagner with a 3-0 lead on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Here's the 3-2. Ground ball right back to Kotab. Couple steps to his left. Fires to Gable at first. Gets the out, and the side is retired. Stickland stranded on third, and Wagner gets out of the jam. We'll go to the top half of the second inning. Wagner leads 3-0. You're watching the 14U Bravo Division State Tournament on B103.
They're like building center.
As they compete in the state tournament. With years of trusted legal service in our community, Cameron Law Office stands behind the values of hard work, dedication, and teamwork on and off the field. Good luck to all the teams, and especially to our hometown Sisseton boys. Play hard, play smart, and swing for the fences. Cameron Law Office, protecting your rights, supporting our youth.
Summer is here. Make sure your vehicle and boat are ready to roll and run. First Auto Parts Napa in Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton has marina boat batteries to keep you cruising the lake, plus everything you need for oil changes, tune-ups, and more. From spark plugs to filters, fluids to belts, they've got the parts that will keep your summer going smooth. Trust your locally owned First Auto Parts Napa stores in Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton, where Napa know-how meets hometown service.
Back inside the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth. Wagner leads 3-0 over Sisseton as we enter the top of the second inning. Wagner sent 8 men up to the plate the first time. So it'll be the 9, 10, and 1 hitters coming up for Wagner.
Batting for Wagner, number
Slava,
41,
Kuhlman, and
Cooper
Zephyr.
Slava.
Slava gonna get his first look at Aiden Chunku. Had to work out of a jam earlier in the first inning, but gave up 3 runs in the process. So Sisseton looking to limit the damage here. And for Wagner, they've been super productive. They want to keep the foot on that gas pedal. First pitch right down Broadway for strike 1. Chunku quick to work. Here's the 0-1. This is outside. Count evens at 1-1. Some other happenings around the tournament today. Tri-Valley beat Del Rapids in the first game 10-1 as that pitch misses low in the dirt. Game 2, Sisseton in winner. Sisseton took that one 3-0. And then at 2 p.m. earlier today, Del Rapids took down Claremont 12-2. So Del Rapids 1-1 on the day here today. The 2-1. Right down the pipe for strike 2. Count even at 2 apiece. Good bounce back pitch here from Aiden Chunku. He's looking to go after him here. The 2-2. Just missed high and outside. It's 3-2. Here's the break even. Low and inside. A leadoff walk to Cooper Slava. And the first runner's aboard for Wagner.
40, Cooper Kuhlman.
That's going to bring up Cooper Kuhlman. Doing the catching today for Wagner. First pitch shows bunt. Lays it down, but it goes foul. 0-1 to Kuhlman. Lots and lots of state tournaments have been happening around South Dakota. It's been so amazing to see. All sorts of teams show their best stuff as they try and go for that gold. Here's the 0-1. That goes behind Kuhlman, and that's going to prompt Slava to go to second base. The throw down won't be nearly in time. So Slava reaches second on the wild pitch. Throw came in a little late from Anderson. Counts now 1-1 to Kuhlman. And again, Sisseton finds themselves in an early position where runners in scoring position for Wagner. Fouled straight back, first base side, not a play. And it's 1-2. I think it's the same mindset here for Chunku. You know that there's a runner on second, but your only task right now is to focus on your hitter. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Kuhlman. That's the third strikeout today for Chunku. That's another Lake Traverse Resort strikeout. Chunku doing a really good job of mowing batters down. He's got 3 so far. First out of the second inning, that's going to return the lineup card over to Colton Zephyr. Swinging at the first pitch, grounded to third. Sticklin has it on a couple hops, fires across the diamond to Chunku at first. And that's a big second out for Sisseton.
Batting number 44.
That'll bring up Ethan Gable. Ethan Gable struck out his first time up. Already the second time through the order coming up here for Wagner. So now how can you make an adjustment if you're Aiden Chunku? First pitch, misses inside. That's going to get all the way to the backstop. Going to third is Slaba, and he's going to make it without a throw. So a couple of wild pitches for Chunku. And as a catcher, it's so hard to stop those in the dirt. Try to square up your body right to it. It's a very difficult task. Wagner threatening again here. The 1-0. Low and outside, 2-0. Good hitters count to Colton Zephyr. Zephyr reached on an error his first time up. Here's the 2-0. In there for strike one. Good bounce back pitch for Chunku. It's 2-1. The 2-1. Grounded to first. Played on one big hop by Dason Chunku. Step on the bag at first. That's a good way to get out of the inning for Sisseton. Slaba stranded on third, and Sisseton is out of the jam. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Score remains still 3-0 in favor of Wagner. This is the 14U Bravo Division State Tournament on the B103.
At VFW Post 3342 in Sisseton, we know what it means to serve, on the battlefield and in the community. That's why we're proud to stand behind our 14U Sisseton VFW baseball team as they head to the state tournament in Clear Lake. Play hard, play fair, play for the name on the front of the jersey. Sisseton, we're with you every inning, every pitch, every swing. Good luck, Sisseton 14U, from the veterans who've got your back. VFW Post 3342.
Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union believes in people helping people. That means putting you first. As your local community-based credit union, they're here to serve your financial needs with personal service and trusted solutions. Visit the newly remodeled office, use the 24-hour ATM, swing by the drive-up window, or stop inside during business hours. Whatever works for you, Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union is here to help. Call or visit today and see how they can improve your financial future. Because at Coteau Valley, you're more than a customer, you're family. Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union, local, trusted, here for you.
Back inside the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth for the bottom of the second inning. Dawson Desjardins leading off, swings the first pitch, grounds it to third, played on a couple hops there by Landon Ronfeld. Fire across the diamond at first, and they got him just by about a step.
Batting number 5.
Aggressive approach from Sisseton, but the putout goes 5-3 for out number 1. Here comes Aiden Chunku. First pitch to him. Outside, good way to lay off of that. 1-0. The 1-0. Right down the pipe for strike one. And here's the 1-1. Swinging a line drive. Down at second base goes Tyler Ronfeld. Fires across to first in time, just by about a half a step. Chunku retired, 2 up and 2 down here for Sisseton. That's going to bring up Jackson Sticklin.
Number 2, Jackson Sticklin.
You like the aggressive approach that Sisseton's been taking, but so far hasn't been the strongest of contact. Swinging a line drive, played on one hop there by Ronfeld. Fires to first. No, there won't be any throw. My apologies. So Sticklins
Batting number 23.
Gonna reach
Jason
there. It's a
Chunku.
2-out infield single. And Coteau Valley Credit Union, every time Sisseton gets a base hit, $5 will be donated to the Sisseton swimming pool. First pitch here to Dason Chunku. Misses up high for ball one. Only Sisseton's second base runner of the game. First came back in the first inning with Alex Sticklin with that walk, and he was stranded at third. Quick throw back to first. Sticklin back in there safely. Dason Chunku, number 8 hitter for Sisseton today. And should he reach, Carter Deitch would be up next. Here's the 1-0. Misses outside. That's going to get away from Coleman. Going to second is Sticklin, and he's going to make it without a throw. So a couple times we've seen some pass balls by both teams. And now Sisseton with the runner in scoring position. Be a little taller task, though, with 2 outs. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. That's a good pitch there from Kotab. 2-1 the count on Chunku. Infield shaded just to the left, rather the outfield shaded just to the left a little bit. 2-1. Misses outside. No, called strike 2. Another late strike call, but it's 2-2. Kotab trying to work out of a jam. The 2-2. Grounded. Third base side, grabbed it short by Zephyr. Fires across to first. In time. Chunku's retired, and so are Sisseton for the side. That 2-out hit does no harm for Wagner. Let's go to the top of the third. Wagner still with a 3-0 lead over Sisseton. You're watching the 14U Bravo Division State Tournament on the B103.
At VFW Pulse 3342 in Sisseton, we know what it means to serve, on the battlefield and in the community. That's why we're proud to stand behind our 14U Sisseton VFW baseball team as they head to the state tournament in Clear Lake. Play hard, play fair, play for the name on the front of the jersey. Sisseton, we're with you every inning, every pitch, every swing. Good luck, Sisseton 14U, from the veterans who've got your back. VFW Post 3342.
Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union believes in people helping people. That means putting you first. As your local community-based credit union, they're here to serve your financial needs with personal service and trusted solutions. Visit the newly remodeled office, use the 24-hour ATM, swing by the drive-up window, or stop inside during business hours. Whatever works for you, Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union is here to help. Call or visit today and see how they can improve your financial future. Because at Coteau Valley, you're more than a customer, you're family. Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union, local, trusted, here for you.
To the top of the third we go. Here in Clear Lake, South Dakota for the 14U Bravo Division State Tournament here on the B103. Michael Rosencrans with you in the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth. So glad to have you along on a gorgeous Friday afternoon. Swinging a line drive. That's going to get into center field for a base hit. So a leadoff single to start things off for Jackson Woods.
Batting number 5, Connor Gable.
Both teams right now, they have a very aggressive approach going into it, which in this kind of tournament, that's the mindset you want to have. Wagner's just been able to get to the pitching of Chunku just a little bit more. One on, nobody out. Here comes Connor Gable. First pitch, high and inside. Gable's to duck out of the way of that one. And it's 1-0. Gable with that 2-run double in the first inning. Such a dangerous threat in the cleanup spot. The 1-0. Fly ball well foul and out of play. Not home run distance, but certainly gave it a ride. It's 1-1. Chunku comes set. The 1-1. On the inside corner for a called strike. It's 1-2. Chunku's been doing a really good job of terms of striking people out. He's got 3 today. The 1-2. in the dirt. That's going to skip away from Anderson. Woods is going to go down to second on the pass ball. Two and two, the count remains on Connor Gable. Chunku comes set, the 2-2. High and inside, another one Gable's to duck out of the way of, and it's 3 and 2. Be a tough spot for Sisseton to put another runner on here with nobody out. Here's the break even. Low and outside, he walked him. So they're going to have runners on first and second. Nobody out. And a prime opportunity for Wagner here with Austin DeVries, who lined out to shortstop his last time up. Chunku in another jam here in the third inning. Now it's to try and look to get out of it. Time called. As DeVries gets the signs here. And he'll step back into the batter's box. Everybody gets a chance to reset, and we're good to go. First pitch to DeVries, low and outside for ball one.
Hey, nobody out, guys. Nobody out. Start.
Runners at the corners, nobody out in the top of the third. The 1-0. Runner goes from first. Throw back to third base, and they got him! Jackson Woods took too big of a lead off the third. Rylan Anderson threw it there and got him. That's a big first out there for Sisseton. Gable moves down to second, but now that runner is off third and a big first out. Here's the 2-0. Grounded foul. Soft tapper foul, and it's 2-1. 3-0 Wagner leads on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Here's the 2-1. Inside. DeVries leans out of the way. It's 3-1. Chunku trying to battle back. The 3-1. Grounded foul, third base side, and the count is full. 1 on, 1 out. Another runner in scoring position for Wagner. Chunku trying to go after DeVries here. The payoff. Grounded foul, third base side. So we'll do the 3-2 all over again. Good battle here between DeVries and Chunku. Chunku works first base side of the rubber. The 3-2. High fly ball. Shallow center field. Desjardins coming over a couple steps to his right. Makes the catch. And there are 2 gone in the top of the third.
Batting number 15, Landon Ronfeld.
That's going to bring up Landon Ronfeld. He walked his first time up, made it all the way over to the third, though, in the first inning. First pitch to him in the dirt. Good pick there by Anderson. Chunku with a big second out there to his team, now trying to get out of it. That one in the dirt skips away from Anderson, and Gable's going to move over to third. Chunku takes a slow walk back to the mound and tries to calm those nerves a little bit. Good hitters count here to Landon Ronfeld. The 2-0. High and inside, it's 3-0. Anderson watching Connor Gable all the way back at third. Nobody was on there, though. And here's the 3-0. Outside. A 4-pitch walk, the second of the inning. And it's runners at the corners again, this time with 2 outs.
Batting number 6, Tyler Ronfeld.
Second walk of the day for Landon Ronfeld. Here comes Tyler Ronfeld. And he also walks his last time up back in the first. Chunku works first base side of the rubber. Runners at the corners, 2 outs in the top of the third. First pitch to Tyler Ronfeld. On the inside corner for a called strike. That's the kind of pitch that you want to start out with. Those first pitch strikes, try and give yourself that confidence booster. Here's the 0-1. Missed low, it's 1-1. First pitch strikes are so important to try and give yourself a confidence booster here. Outfield in a little bit for Sisseton. The 1-1. High pop-up, foul out of play, third base side. Narrowly missed some fans over on the third base side there. As some of the kids out here go try and chase down that foul ball. 1-2 the count on Tyler Ronfeld. Big pitch here for Aiden Chunku. The 1-2. In the dirt, great block by Anderson. Had to come up out of his crouch and blocks that off. It's 2-2. Gable on third, Landon Ronfeld on first. Wagner trying to deliver here. The 2-2. Oh, just missed inside. And it's a full count. Looked to be good from this vantage point. Ran just a little bit inside. Here's the 3-2. There go the runners. Line drive to second base. Played on one big hop by Stickland. Fires to first in time. Good way to get out of the jam for Aiden Chunku. And the score remains 3-0. Let's head to the home half of the third inning. Sisseton trails 3-0. You're watching the 14U Bravo Division State Tournament on the B103.
Good luck to the Sisseton Redmen from everyone at Delaney Nielsen & Sanis Law Firm. They're proud supporters of today's youth. Delaney Nielsen & Sanis has been serving Northeast South Dakota for over 100 years. They're a multiple lawyer firm serving their clients' interests across the state of South Dakota. Contact them today for all of your legal needs. Delaney Nielsen & Sanis in Sisseton.
Sisseton Livestock Auction, always a proud supporter of all high school activities, including the arts, speech, sports, and music. All classes provide a very important part of learning. Sisseton Livestock recognizes parents, coaches, and teachers for representing our school and community. Congratulations for your achievement. It takes a great effort and teamwork from everyone to be there. Good luck in your game. From everyone at the Sisseton Livestock Auction.
Third we go here in Clear Lake, South Dakota. Sisseton trails Wagner 3-0 as we check the score on the Stilson Service scoreboard. And leading things off for Sisseton in the bottom of the third is Carter Deitch. Deitch, Nielsen, Alex Stickland are due up in this third inning. Kotab back to work for Wagner. First pitch in there for strike one. Looked to be a little low in terms of the framing job. But here's the 0-1. This is outside, 1-1. Deitch's first at-bat of the day. Looking to get things started for Sisseton. Here's the 1-1. Grounded foul right back to the backstop, and it's 1-2. That sun is hot today here in Clear Lake, South Dakota, shining right down on the field and pretty much this entire ballpark here. A lot of the fans having to resort to finding shade. The 1-2. Swinging a line drive, played on a hop there at short by Zephyr. Gathers, fires to first in time. Good play there by Zephyr. One up and one down.
Batting number 22, Luke Nielsen.
Zephyr been busy at short today. Has had 3 putouts already. At the top of the order we go. It's Luke Nielsen. Here's the first pitch to him. In the dirt for ball one. Nielsen grounded out to second his first time up. 0 for 1 today. Kotab done a really, really solid job on the mound today for Wagner. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Beauty of a placement, and it's 1-1. And Kotab, here's the interesting thing. He hasn't struck anybody out today, but he's still been able to induce a lot of ground balls and weak contact. That pitch misses high, 2-1. Nielsen relaxed at the knees, wiggles the bat just in front of his helmet. The 2-1. Outside, 3-1. Nielsen ahead of the count. Got to be looking for something he can hit here. Here's the 3-1. Just inside for ball 4. So a 1-out walk for Nielsen. He's aboard for the first time today.
Number 3, Alex Sticklin.
That's going to bring up Alex Sticklin. He was Sisseton's first base runner of the game with that 1-out walk back in the first. He reached all the way to third, but could not come home as he was stranded on third. 1 on, 1 out for Sisseton. First pitch to Sticklin. On the outer edge for strike 1. Sticklin digging back in, now asks for time as Kotab steps off to reset, and everybody's ready to go. The 0-1, grounded, weakly third base side, coming in as Ronfeld fires across to first, throw's going to be wide, and it's going to go all the way to the first base side fence. Rounding third and holding is Luke Nielsen. Sticklin goes on down to second on the throwing error, and Sisseton has 2 runners aboard with 1 out.
Anderson.
Big opportunity here for Sisseton to try and get themselves back in the game. 2 on, 1 out in the bottom of the third. First pitch. Grounded. Third base side picked up by Ronfeld. Fires to first in time, but the run does come home. And Sisseton is on the board. It's 3-1.
Batting number 7, Hank Hansen.
Rylan Anderson 0 for 2 with that ground out to third. And now here comes Hank Hansen. First pitch. Just missed outside for ball 1. Sticklin on third, the 1-0, swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Kotab. Kotab has such impressive stuff in his arsenal. Beauty of an off-speed curveball. Here's the 1-1. That's going to skip away from Coleman. Coming home is Sticklin. There won't be any play. So another passed ball, and don't look anywhere now. Sisseton's back within 1. Got a whole new ball game now for Sisseton. They trail by 1. Here's the 2-1. Blowing outside, it's 3-1 to Hank Hansen. Grounded back out to Kotab his first time up, looking to keep this rally going. The 3-1 on the outside corner for strike 2, and that fills up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Here's the break even. Missed outside, a 2-out walk to Hank Hansen. This inning is not done yet. That brings up Dawson Desjarlais. Excuse me, Desjarlais, I should say. First pitch, runner goes in there for a strike, throw down to second base. Not in time, ball skips into center field, but Hansen's going to stay put at second base, so he reaches on the stolen base. 0-1 the count to Desjarlais. And here's the pitch. Missed high, ball 1, count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. This been a couple of passed balls today, and a throwing error and a passed ball has allowed Sisseton to get back in it. Swing and a miss. Beauty of a pitch there from Kotab, and it's 1-2. Kotab trying to limit the damage. Sisseton looking to possibly tie the game with a runner in scoring position. The 1-2. Swinging a line drive over the head of Zephyr into left field, a base hit. Taking a big turn, holding at third is Hank Hansen. And that's a 2-out single for Desjardins.
Batting number
Every
5,
single this
Aiden
game,
Chunku.
Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union will donate $5 to the Sisseton swimming pool. Runners at the corners, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. And that line keeps on moving for Aiden Chunku. 0 for 1 today. First pitch in there for a strike.
There they are, man.
And Desjardins going to go down to second on defensive indifference. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Sisseton. What an opportunity here. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Here you go, Jacob.
Kotab's found that spot on the outside edge, and he's been getting a lot of swing and misses on that pitch. The 0-2. Grounded, right side. Cut off by Ronfeld, fires to first. Not in time! No, they called him out! Oh my goodness, it looked like, from my vantage point, it looked like he beat him. But no. They call him out, and coaching staff for Sisseton says, hold everything. And we might get a discussion between both umpires right now. Both coaches getting the explanation. And yes, they are going to call him out, so this inning is over. But Sisseton gets 2 runs back. And it's 3-2. Let's go to the top half of the 4th inning. 3-2 Wagner leads over Sisseton on the 14U Bravo Division State Tournament on the B103.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Lake Traverse Resort is this area's favorite hotspot on beautiful Lake Traverse. Grab your friends and enjoy a cold beverage and a delicious meal from our full menu. Need a place to stay? LTR also has daily camping sites and cozy cabins for rent, plus a boat ramp for easy lake access. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for great specials. Don't miss out. Lake Traverse Resort, proud sponsor of high school sports. Cameron Law Office in Sisseton is proud to support the Sisseton 14U VFW baseball team as they compete in the state tournament. With years of trusted legal service in our community, Cameron Law Office stands behind the values of hard work, dedication, and teamwork on and off the field. Good luck to all the teams, and especially to our hometown Sisseton boys. Play hard, play smart, and swing for the fences. Cameron Law Office, protecting your rights, supporting our youth.
Back here inside the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth, Jacob Kotab leads off the inning with a soft fly ball to left field, ranging in a few steps.
Number 41,
was Hansen, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out for Sisseton.
Pinch hitter, number 3, Ruger Lafleur.
Now we're going to have a pinch hitter coming in now for Wagner. And it's going to be Ruger Loeffler. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Chunku back to work for Sisseton. Good job of getting that first out here. Hopefully he can keep that going. Here's the 1-1. Missed outside, 2-1 the count on Roeffler. 3-2 our score on the Stilson Service scoreboard. The 2-1 in the dirt, 3-1 the count on Roeffler. Man, just when you think Sisseton had tied the game in the last inning, He was ruled out, and that's where we stand 3-2. Here's the 3-1. Inside. So a one-out walk for Chunku, and Roefler's aboard for the first time today.
Batting number 40, Cooper Kuhlman.
It's going to bring up Cooper Kuhlman. Righty-righty matchup, and we'll get time called as we'll get another mound visit brought to you by Sisseton Livestock. The good scenario for Sisseton here, double play ball is in order with one out here in the top of the fourth inning. And if you're thinking, if you're Sisseton, you get a double play here and use that confidence from this quick inning here to try and get back in it into the bottom of the fourth as this game approaches its end. 5-inning pool play games today, and then Saturday and Sunday we'll go back to normal 7-inning games. First pitch in the dirt, good block by Anderson to Coleman, and it's 1-0. Chunku having a really, really nice day on the mound today. Here's the 1-0. High and inside. Coleman has to duck out of the way, and it's 2-0. Same kind of mindset here for Chunku. Just try and focus on the hitter at hand. The 2-0. High and inside again. It's 3-0. And time called, as we'll get another Stilson serviced mound visit, or will we? Yes, let's see, yes we will, and that's going to be the end of the day actually for Aiden Chunku. So, Sisseton is going to get a pitching change. And while they make the change, really quickly as Chunku gets a nice standing ovation from the crowd here at Clear Lake, South Dakota, we'll tell you the new name and number on the other side on the B103.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Lake Traverse Resort is this area's favorite hotspot on beautiful Lake Traverse. Grab your friends and enjoy a cold beverage and a delicious meal from our full menu. Need a place to stay? LTR also has daily camping sites and cozy cabins for rent, plus a boat ramp for easy lake access. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for great specials. Don't miss out. Lake Traverse Resort, proud sponsor of high school sports.
Back here in Clear Lake, South Dakota, 3-2 our score on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Wagner over Sisseton. Chunku taken out of the game. Aiden Chunku, that is. And now we're getting a pitching change here for Sisseton. And coming in on the mound is Luke Nielsen for Sisseton. So now a change would be made at shortstop. Trying to locate a number right now. Can't see it from this vantage point just yet. We'll get that to you in just a moment. Chunku's line still open. He'd be responsible for Roefler on first base should he reach home plate. But now Luke Nielsen into the game now for Sisseton. He's got 1 on, 1 out, and a 3-0 count to Cooper Coleman. Righty exchange for a righty. And Coleman set to dig back in here for Wagner.
Pitching for Sisseton is number 22, Luke Nielsen.
Big spot here for Nielsen coming in to pitch for Sisseton. Double play ball still in order, but it has to throw him a strike here. Here's the 3-0. Swing away on 3-0. Line drive. That's going to drop into right field for a base hit. Runners go station to station. Throw to second. They got him. What a throw from Carter Deitch in right field to gun down Roefler at second. So that putout is going to go 9-4. Wow, you don't see that too often.
Batting number 1, Colton Zephyr.
So Coleman reaches to first, and that's going to turn the lineup card over to Colton Zephyr. Zephyr reached on an error back in the first and grounded out to third his last time up. First pitch to him in the dirt for ball 1. Coleman at first. Still has a runner on, but with 2 outs. Sisseton trying to get out of this one. The 1-0 in the dirt. Good block by Anderson, and it's 2-0.
Go get him, Buck. Go get him.
Good hitters count here to Zephyr. This lineup for Wagner has been so productive today. The 2-0 on the outer edge for a called strike. It's 2-1. That's a good bounce back pitch for Nielsen. Works first base side of the rubber. 1 on, 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Time called as Nielsen steps off. Gets back adjusted on the mound, and we're ready to go. Here's the 2-1. Grounded to third. Pass to diving Stickland into left field for a base hit. Runners go station to station, and a 2-out single for Zephyr.
Batting number 44, Ethan Gable.
That's going to bring up Ethan Gable. Righty-lefty matchup. Here's the first pitch. Misses outside for ball 1. 2 on, 2 out in the top of the 4th. Another little jam brewing here for Nielsen and Sisseton. Here's the 1-0. Fly ball, foul out of play, third base side. It's 1-1. Gable struck out today and grounded out to first base his last time up. Here's the 1-1. That's going to get away from Anderson in the dirt. Both runners will move up 90 feet. And now once again you have 2 runners in scoring position for Wagner. Big spot here for Luke Nielsen. You can hear the Sisseton faithful urging him to get this final out. The 2-1. High and inside, it's 3-1. Sisseton in danger of floating up the bases again for the second time today. 3-1, grounded, first base side, cut off there by Stickland at second. Fires to first, won't be nearly in time. And Coleman comes home for Wagner. So it's an RBI infield single
Number 47,
for
Jackson
Ethan
Woods.
Gable, and it's 4-2 Wagner. That's a big 4th run for Wagner. And that's one of those tough plays where infield playing a little deep there. And it was a really, really tough play for Stickland at second. And there's runners at the corners with 2 outs in a 4-2 game on the Stillson Service scoreboard. That brings up Jackson Woods. First pitch to him. Misses outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, good block by Anderson. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Here in game number 4 of 6 in the 14U Bravo Division State Tournament in Clear Lake, South Dakota. Here's the 2-0. Grounded to short. Gobbled on a couple of hops by Neil. Yes, and stays with it. Throw dropped at second base. Another run comes home. That's Zephyr that trots home. And now it's 5-2 Wagner.
Number 5, Connor Gable.
Inning keeps going for Connor Gable. And all of a sudden, Wagner's added on 2 huge runs this inning to make it 5-2. First pitch, swing and a miss. Runners on second and first, 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Sisseton looking to limit the damage here. Nielsen comes set and steps off so he can watch back. Gable at second base. And we'll reset. 0-1 the count. Gable with a huge lead at second, dancing around over there. The 0-1 in the dirt. Good pick by Anderson. 1-1 the count. Anderson's had to do a lot of dirty work behind the plate today. Catching is not an easy thing. And he's been doing really, really solid today. The 1-1 up high, 2-1. The 7th man to the plate this inning for Wagner. Fouled straight back and out of play. And the count evens at 2-2. 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 4th. 5-2 Wagner on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. That's the Lake Traverse Resort strikeout for Luke Nielsen. And the side is retired, but not before Wagner brings home 2 more. And they have a 5-2 lead after 3.5. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Sisseton with some work to do. They trail 5-2. You're listening to the 14U Round Division State Tournament on the B103.
Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union believes in people helping people. That means putting you first. As your local community-based credit union, they're here to serve your financial needs with personal service and trusted solutions. Visit the newly remodeled office, use the 24-hour ATM, swing by the drive-up window, or stop inside during business hours. Whatever works for you, Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union is here to help. Call or visit today and see how they can improve your financial future. Because at Coteau Valley, you're more than a customer, you're family. Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union, local, trusted, here for you.
Summer is here. Make sure your vehicle and boat are ready to roll and run. First of all, Auto Parts Napa in Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton has marine and boat batteries to keep you cruising the lake, plus everything you need for oil changes, tune-ups, and more. From spark plugs to filters, fluids to belts, they've got the parts that will keep your summer going smooth. Trust your locally owned First Call Auto Parts Napa stores in Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton, where Napa know-how meets hometown service.
Bottom of the 4th coming up, 5-2 Wagner. Jackson Stickland first up for Sisseton. He looks at ball 1. Stickland, Dason Chunku, and Carter Deitch. 7, 8, 9 coming up for Sisseton. Sisseton with some work to do with not much game left. Here's the 2-0. Misses outside again. Count 3-0 now on Jackson Stickland. Had a single 1-for-1 today in the back in the 2nd inning. Here's the 3-0 from Kotab. Taken all the way for strike 1. Kotab's done incredibly well today on the mound. Again, hasn't struck anybody out, but has been able to induce a lot of weak contact. 3-1. In there for strike 2. And the count is full. Kotab quick to work. Here comes the break even. Oh, called strike 3 on the outer edge. Stickland looks back. The umpire says, "Are you sure?" And that's the first out.
Number 23, Dason Chunku.
That brings up Dason Chunku. That's Kotab's first strikeout of the day. Chunku takes first pitch down low for ball 1. Kotab from the windup, the 1-0. Swing and a miss. He's just got that outside corner right on lock today. 1-1 the count to Chunku. The pitch. Swinging a line drive. That's going to be played on a hop there by Zephyr. Couple steps to his left. Fires to first in time. 2 up and 2 down. And that's going to bring up Carter Deitch.
Batting number 20, Carter Deitch.
That's a really nice play there from Zephyr. It's always so tough on those one hops. Especially when it gets on the dirt, that ball can take all sorts of weird hops. First pitch to Deitch, swing and a miss, back to that outside edge, and it's 0-1. Kotab with the 0-1. In there for strike 2, and it's 0-2. Kotab just has it dialed in today for Wagner. And here comes the 0-2. Low and outside, and it's 1-2. Kotab looking to make quick work with the 1-2. Inside, 2-2. Once again, 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Wagner leads 5-2. Here's the 2-2. Foul tipped and into the glove for strike 3. And Sisseton goes 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 4th. To the 5th we go. It's crunch time. Sisseton to work on defense first. Wagner leads 5-2. This is the 14U Bravo Division State Tournament on the B103.
I was driving through.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Lake Traverse Resort is this area's favorite hotspot on beautiful Lake Traverse. Grab your friends and enjoy a cold beverage and a delicious meal from our full menu. Need a place to stay? LTR also has daily camping sites and cozy cabins for rent, plus a boat ramp for easy lake access. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for great specials. Don't miss out. Lake Traverse Resort, proud sponsor of high school sports.
Sisseton Livestock Auction, always a proud supporter of all high school activities, including the arts, speech, sports, and music. All classes provide a very important part of learning. Sisseton Livestock recognizes parents, coaches, and teachers for representing our school and community. Congratulations for your achievement. It takes a great effort and teamwork from everyone to be there. Good luck in your game. From everyone at the Sisseton Livestock Auction.
Back inside the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth, Michael Rosencrans with you. So happy to have you along on a beautiful Friday afternoon. Pretty much early evening now, as we've just crossed 5:23 here in Clear Lake, South Dakota. Luke Nielsen back to work
Batting
for Sisseton.
number 23, Austin DeVries.
And Austin DeVries is set to lead things off for Wagner. DeVries 0 for 2 today. The line out and the fly out. And here goes Nielsen back to work. First pitch low and outside for ball 1. Really nice ballpark here in Clear Lake, South Dakota. Again, 320 to left and right field, 356 to left center and right center, 340 to dead center. The 1-0 on the outer edge for a called strike. And just beyond the ballpark, you can see Clear Lake on the other side. Absolutely beautiful sight here.
Here we go, Austin.
In Clear Lake. Here's the 1-1. Fouling out of play. Straight back to the parking lot. And that's 1-2. Parking lot's so close. Every time you see a foul ball, you can only brace yourself for a little bit. The 1-2. Missed outside, 2-2. Nielsen from the windup, the 2-2. Grounded up the middle, cut off there by Cut off there at short. Fires on to first in time. That's a heck of a play. One up, one down here in the top of the fifth.
Batting number 15, Landon Ronfeld.
Landon Ronfeld now strides to the plate. 2 walks on the day for him. He's reached twice, and twice he was also stranded in this game. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Nielsen, and it's 0-1. Nielsen's got some good stuff, too. Nice off-speed, really solid fastball. Here's the 0-1. Went to the fastball that time and gets a called strike. It's 0-2. Good job for Nielsen to work ahead in the count. Here comes the 0-2. In the dirt, blocked by Anderson. And it is 1-2. Little bit of shade starting to try and make its way onto the outfield. Sun still shining brightly here in Clear Lake, South Dakota. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt again, it's 2-2. Good way for Ronfeld to work the count back full. Nobody on, 1 out in the top of the fifth. Nielsen takes the hat off, wipes a little bit of sweat off his forehead, and digs back into the mound. Here's the 2-2. Fouled straight back to the netting. We'll do the 2-2 again. Looked like it was just going to come over the netting, but not quite. It's near the top of the netting, but didn't quite make its way over. And here comes the 2-2 again. Swing and a miss. Down goes Ronfeld. That's another Lake Traverse Resort strikeout for Luke Nielsen, his second of the game. And there's 2 up and 2 down. Tyler Ronfeld now saunters to the plate. First pitch inside, has to back out of the way, nearly hits him. 1-0. 5-2 Wagner leads on the Stilson Service scoreboard. And here's the 1-0. On the outside corner for a called strike. Nielsen working that outside corner a little bit too. Kotab got that on lock. Nielsen says, hey, if Kotab can do that, I can do that too. Here's the 1-1. Outside. 2-1 the count on Tyler Ronfeld. Walked back in the first and grounded out to second his last time up. The 2-1. Outside again, 3-1. Yeah, you can see Nielsen pulling it a little bit. Sort of grabbing at his left shoulder a little bit. Don't know if it appears to be injured. We'll keep an update on that. Here's the 3-1. In there for strike 2, right down the pipe. It's 3-2. Big pitch coming up here for Nielsen. Full count, 2 outs in the top of the fifth. Here comes the payoff. High, he walked him. Second walk of the day for Tyler Ronfeld, and he's aboard with 2 outs. That's going to prompt a mound visit here. Mound visits today brought to you by Sisseton Livestock. And that is going to be the end of the day for Luke Nielsen. And it looks like Hank Hansen is going to be coming in from left field to pitch. And while they make the change really quickly, we'll pause for these words on the B103.
Summer is here. Make sure your vehicle and boat are ready to roll and run. First Auto Parts Napa in Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton has marine and boat batteries to keep you cruising the lake, plus everything you need for oil changes, tune-ups, and more. From spark plugs to filters, fluids to belts, they've got the parts that will keep your summer going smooth. Trust your locally owned First Auto Parts Napa stores in Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton, where Napa know-how meets hometown service.
here in Clear Lake, South Dakota, the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth. Michael Rosencrans with you. So happy to have you along on a picture-perfect Friday afternoon, I should say early evening now, for baseball here in Clear Lake, South Dakota. My apologies, folks. That is not Hank Hansen. Instead, that is Ben Barse taking over on the mound for Sisseton. So Barse was originally playing left field. So Nielsen goes back to shortstop. Barse takes over on the mound. And in now is Jacob Kotab. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch high and outside for ball one. Kotab on the hitting side of things today is struck out looking and popped out to left field his last time up. 0 for 2 today. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Good off speed there from Barson. It's 1-1. Barse checks the runner, the 1-1. Grounded, shortstop, played on a hop, underhand flip to Stickland at second. And the side is retired. But Sisseton has work to do in the home half of the fifth. They have one more chance coming up here for the rest of the game. We'll head to the home half of the fifth. Sisseton trails 5-2. This is the 14U Bravo Division State Tournament on the B103.
Headed out on the road to the lake? Stop by Stilson Service in Sisseton. Fuel up with top-quality Marathon gasoline. Grab your live bait and fishing supplies. Stock the cooler with ice-cold beer. And if you need snacks, coffee, or a quick bite, they've got that too. Try your luck in the South Dakota Lottery Casino area for a shot at a win. Family owned for 70 years. Stilson Service is proud to serve the community with fast, friendly service. Stilson Service, located on the corner of Veterans Avenue and Highway 10 in Sisseton. Gas, gear, and good times since the good old days.
Good luck to the Sisseton Redmen from everyone at Delaney, Nielsen & Sanis Law Firm. They're proud supporters of today's youth. Delaney, Nielsen & Sanis has been serving Northeast South Dakota for over 100 years. They're a multiple lawyer firm serving their clients' interests across the state of South Dakota. Contact them today for all of your legal needs. Delaney, Nielsen & Sanis in Sisseton.
Last call for Sisseton here. They trail 5-2 on the Stilson Service scoreboard. As we get you into the bottom of the fifth inning, reminder, 5 innings of pool play today, and Saturday and Sunday will feature normal 7-inning games. It'll be 1, 2, 3 due up for Sisseton, Nielsen, Stickland, and Anderson. So this is the order that you want up. But you got to give credit to Jacob Kotab, who's back to work on the mound for Wagner. He's going for a complete game. First pitch. Misses low. No. Strike one. Looked low from my vantage point, but I stand corrected. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Just a beauty of an off-speed there again. It's 0-2. Kotab done such a good job today for Wagner, and he's looking to put an exclamation point on this one. The 0-2. Grounded to second base. Picked up by Ronfeld a couple steps to his right. Fires to first. Got him. Just by about a half a step. And it's 1 up and 1 down here for Sisseton.
Batting number 3.
Here comes Alex Stickland. Stickland reached on a walk his first time up, made it all the way to third back in the first inning, and reached on a throwing error back in the third, which made him go to second, and he was the first run that scored for Sisseton. First pitch misses low in the dirt for ball one. It was that rally in that third inning that Sisseton had to get themselves back within 1 earlier today. And then Wagner added 2 more big runs. Here's the 1-0.
Here you go.
Low and outside, 2-0. Good hitters count to Stickland. And in game 1, same exact thing. Rally in the third inning for Sisseton, which propelled them to win. The 2-0. On the outer edge for strike one. Sisseton looking for some magic here in the bottom of the fifth inning. They trail 5-2 on the Stilson service scoreboard. Here's the 2-1. Missed outside, 3-1 the count on Alex Stickland. Rylan Anderson on deck. Hank Hansen waits in the hole. Kotab's 3-1 on the way. High and outside. One out walk to Alex Stickland. That's going to bring up Rylan Anderson.
Batting number 13, Rylan Anderson.
Second walk of the day for Alex Stickland. Yeah, he's done his job for Sisseton. He's reached all 3 times today. 2 on walks, 1 on a throwing error. And time called to reset everything, and now we're ready to go. Lefty-righty matchup, Kotab to Anderson. First pitch to him. Misses outside for ball 1. Brown Anderson 0 for 2 today. Ground outs to shortstop and third base his 2 trips up to the plate today. And you know what it means when you're 0 for, that means you're due. Line drive, base hit into center field. Throw coming into second base, but he's going to be out. Stickland had to pause for a beat to see if that was going to drop. It did. And the throw from Ethan Gable in the center field comes into second to cut down Stickland at second. There's 2 outs. So Rylan Anderson reaches. Coteau Valley Credit Union will donate $5 to the Sisseton swimming pool for every base hit. Sisseton gets this game. Sisseton down there to final out, though. Hank Hansen trying to keep the game alive for Sisseton. The 0-1. Fouled back to the netting, and Sisseton's down to their last strike. What a day for Jacob Kotab. You got to give him so much credit. Such a young kid shining on the mound today for Wagner. He's looking to close the door on this one. Kotab with the 0-2. Foul, first base side, just above the Sisseton dugout. And we'll do the 0-2 again. Anderson, the lone runner at first. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Kotab. Ready with the 0-2. On the way. Miss outside, 1-2. Hansen with a ground out and a walk today. Trying to keep this game alive for his team. Here's the 1-2. Fly ball center field, ranging back on it is Gable. It's going to go over his head. Still chasing it down. Rounding third. Heading home is Anderson. There could be a play at the plate. The throw. They got him. An exclamation point to close the door. And Jacob Kotab has a complete game, and Wagner gets the job done. They defeat Sisseton 5-2. Job well done by Kotab. He was lights out on the mound all afternoon long. Stay with us. Post-game show coming up next here on the B103.
Summer is here. Make sure your vehicle and boat are ready to roll and run. First Auto Parts Napa in Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton has marine and boat batteries to keep you cruising the lake, plus everything you need for oil changes, tune-ups, and more. From spark plugs to filters, fluids to belts, they've got the parts that will keep your summer going smooth. Trust your locally owned First Auto Parts Napa stores in Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton, where Napa know-how meets hometown service.
Back here in the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth for one final time here from Clear Lake, South Dakota, at least for this Friday anyway. Crowd starting to file out here of DC Field. Wagner gets the job done over Sisseton by a final score of 5-2. You got to give it to Jacob Kotab. He did incredible today for Wagner. He gets the complete game on the day for him. Just a job well done for Jacob Kotab. Sisseton on the day is 1-1 this tournament. They'll be back tomorrow in action. And depending on how the remaining 2 games play out, that'll determine your seedings for the rest of the tournament. So stay tuned to the B103 Facebook page where we'll have the next game scheduled for you and the rest of this tournament to follow for that matter. That's just going to about do it for us here in Clear Lake, South Dakota. We'll be back tomorrow for more of the 14U Bravo Division State Tournament here on the B103. Until then, I'm Michael Rosencrans saying so long from Clear Lake, South Dakota as Sisseton falls to Wagner by a final score of 5-2. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful night, everybody.